Hi, I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. I help you break the mold of past trauma, stuckness, unhappiness, depression, anxiety, whatever it is that's bringing you down, making you feel imprisoned. And I help you live the life of your dreams, the life that you think or believe that will never happen. That's exactly what happened with me. I thought it would never happen. So I would like to share today, why do we need clarity? And thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. It's good to see you here. We have got to have clarity. And just to be clear, in case you're trying to get in touch with me, you want to know who I am and more about me, you can find out more about me on my website, jenniferelizabethmasters.com. And so why am I qualified to talk about manifesting? Because I do it on a regular basis, on a daily basis in my life. And so I find it so easy to do that it's a great joy of mine to share how I do it so that you can do it also. Because once we have the ability to manifest what we wish for, what we desire, life becomes so much more fun. It's magical. Literally, it becomes magical. So now my life hasn't always been this way. As a matter of fact, I have lost a house, I've been evicted, I've been on food stamps. So, you can't scare me with your scary stories saying, oh no, your life couldn't be as bad as mine. Believe me, I lived in self-pity. It was pretty awful. And I hated myself. I was sick, I was depressed, I was anxious. And so, as we become more in love with ourselves, we also become more in love with life. And this is what I help you do, to fall in love with you, and you fall in love with life. So in the process, the caterpillar becomes the butterfly, to coin a phrase of someone in one of my groups. So let's talk about clarity, and I'm going to be very clear with you about what we need to do. So hang on one second. I am just going to share this video. And if you are able to share it, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Okay. So one of the things that I love to do is to travel. And so I help people manifest the dreams of their choosing. And if that's a retreat, well, I'm doing a retreat in Scotland in 2020. I'm also doing one in Greece, in Santorini. And there could be another one. There could be another one, probably 3 next year in 2020. So if you're interested in a retreat with me, I will be teaching manifestation and how to live a magical life. I'll be also sharing how to open your Akashic records, how to tap into your guides and your intuition, so that life becomes one of ease and grace and joy. And I would love to have you. The retreat in Scotland is a very intimate retreat. There's only seven guests, participants, and we'll be doing Kundalini yoga each day, as well as traveling around Scotland and learning about the Akashic records. And you'll be able to learn how to read your own records and those of others as well. Okay. One more second here. I almost have this. Okay. So we're going to use the acronym CLARITY. I thought that was a really clever way. I think I'm so clever. I wanted to use a crystal clear acronym so that you would be able to remember what it is that we're talking about. So the first thing is getting crystal clear. C is for crystal clarity. And why do we need to have crystal clarity? Because you may want a car. And so the universe is going to go, well, she wants a car. What kind of car does she want? Does she want a two-seater? Does she want a four-seater? Does she want a Suburban? Does she want a hatchback? There are so many possibilities out there. So part of getting the clarity is so that you know what it is you want. And I'm going to share a little story about this because I just manifested a car, and I had 3 criteria, just 3. 1, the color. I knew the exterior color. First off, what do we do when we're trying to sort out what we want? The first thing we see is, well, I don't want that. Okay, that's okay. I don't want black. Okay, good. So then what do you want? It's very easy to know what you don't want. Let's switch it over. Okay, what do you want? For me, I didn't want black. I didn't want white. I wanted a sand gold color. And I wanted a light colored interior, and it had to be leather. And the third thing, heated seats. So those were the 3 criteria I had, and the universe brought me something way better than I ever imagined. Yes, the color was perfect. The interior color was perfect. It had heated seats, but it also has a screen for the back window that goes up and down automatically. It's got, on-screen satellite and a backup camera, and I could go on. I mean, this car is way better than what I could ever have imagined, and certainly for a better price than I would have anticipated also. So, and here's the other thing. I knew I did not want to buy a new car. I wanted a slightly used car that was in good condition. So get crystal clear on what it is you want. Is it health? Do you want perfect health? Great. Okay, what does that look like for you? Does that mean that you lose 60 pounds? Does that mean that your hair is silky and beautiful? Does it mean that your teeth are healthy and white? Does it mean that your stomach is flat, that you have energy? What does it mean to have perfect health? Does it mean that all your symptoms that you currently have are healed? Yay! And yes, it's possible. I did that. You can do it. So we'll go through that in another video, but right now what we're focusing on is clarity. What is it you want? Excuse me 1 second. So, clarity. Maybe you're looking for a dream home or dream apartment. So what area would you like it to be in? Do you know the town you would like it to be in? Do you want 1 bathroom or 2? Do you want a fabulous kitchen that has a certain type of stove? So getting clarity, you write down the details, you envision getting this thing and being in it. How excited would you feel to have that car, to have that home? Or maybe it's a relationship. So if it's a relationship, what is it that you're looking for? What's the number 1 quality that you want in your partner? Is it someone who is loyal, committed, heterosexual, or maybe you want them to be gay? I don't know. Whatever it is you would like, get crystal clear. Do you want them to be tall? Would you prefer that they are short? Maybe you're a tall man and you like short women. So be crystal clear about what you want and then envision it. And then the next thing about the crystal clarity is that you only want to focus on one thing at a time. So if you want a car, focus on a car. Don't be trying to focus on, I want a car, I want a business, I want a home. No, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Why? Because the universe is going to be so confused. If you've got, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, the universe is going to go, well, I don't know what to bring her. She doesn't seem to know what she wants. She doesn't have any priorities. So you need to be crystal clear What's your top priority? And get crystal clear on it. Write down all the details. Envision it. See it. Live it like you have it. Envision yourself driving that car or being in that home. Okay, so that's C, crystal clarity. Okay, L. L is for love. Now, here's the thing about love. We have got to love ourselves unconditionally. Now, what does that mean? We need to lovingly accept ourselves as we are. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. A lot of things become better when we love ourselves unconditionally. And we become magnets. So when we start to love ourselves unconditionally, we're raising our vibration. So when we are sitting in self-pity and, oh my goodness, nobody loves me, I don't have any friends, nobody talks to me, I'm not healthy enough, I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't have the money for this, I'm just miserable. My life is, when it's starting to rain here, when we are focused on self-pity, we are in victimhood. When we're in victimhood, we cannot manifest. And yes, at some time, we all feel like a victim, but it's not true. It's not real. It feels real, but it isn't true. We experience certain experiences in the past, and we all did. Every one of us had some pretty awful experiences. And what those were supposed to be was the kick in the tush to get you to look for something better, to get you to vibrate higher, for you to forgive yourself, to love yourself more, and let go of all of those things from the past. So the love piece is paramount. Love, love, love yourself the way you are, as you are, and start exhibiting gratitude for who you are and your uniqueness, because there's nobody else on this planet like you. And I'll just mention, just very briefly, and you can go to my About Me page. It talks about this. And, you know, I've got lots of YouTube videos, too, about how I healed my life. But there for a while, and I had lots of trauma in my childhood, like many of us did, and I hated myself. I was filled with guilt and shame. I just, you know, I was very resentful. I was angry. I didn't even realize how angry I was. And as a result of all those negative feelings and thoughts, then my body was falling apart. I was sick. I was depressed. So when we love ourselves, what starts to happen is all those symptoms, depression, anxiety, sinus infections, bladder infections, cancer, I could go on, diabetes, all of those things, yes, they are real for you now, but they all can be healed. Every single one of those things you created, and you can also heal them. How do I know? Because I did it too. So as we begin to love ourselves, you see all the illnesses start to fall away, because what they are just signposts along the way. Those illnesses are wah, wah, wah. It's a warning sign. Your body is warning you that, Houston, we have a problem. So that's what that's about. Okay. So then we have C-L-A. A. A is for awareness. So when we start to have awareness for A, how we feel, B, where are our thoughts going? Am I more positive than negative? What am I focusing on mostly? Is it fear? Is it worry? So when we worry, we are wasting our time and energy. Worry is a wasted emotion. Google worry, Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. I have several articles that will help you with worry. Worry, Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. Just Google it. So we want to notice, what are we thinking? Be aware. How do I feel? Do I feel good? Do I feel positive? Do I feel confident? If you don't, stand up, put your shoulders back, put your hands on your hips, smile. All of these things make you feel better, because when you're all hunched over, you are emitting negativity, you're emitting insecurity. When you stand up straight and you put your shoulders back, and you put your hands on your hips, breathing, you feel powerful. You feel grounded. You feel centered. And now this self-love piece, we've been trained to hate ourselves. And I have a new project coming out that will help you with that. So we need to focus on loving ourselves, falling in love with ourselves. And if you go on my website to the business card, go into the business card, there are programs there that will help you. But loving you is really important. Okay, I'm going to have to hurry this along. Okay, so that was A. Then R, release. We need to release fear. We need to release unforgiveness. We need to release hatred. We need to release guilt and shame. All those old patterns and programs, we need to let them go. And there are lots of different ways to do that. Check out my Negative Emotions, Jennifer Elizabeth Masters, and see what you get. And I also have free clearings out there. So free energy clearings, Jennifer Elizabeth Masters, and it will come up. We need to let go, release the past, let go of the past instead of dwelling on it. We also have to release concerns about the future, because when we are focused on the future and we're focused on the past, we are not present. We need to be present in the moment to be able to manifest. So are you aware? Are you in your body? Take a deep breath. Are you aware of how grounded you are? And if you're not grounded, get yourself grounded. Send those energy tendrils down into the center of the earth like tree roots. Be aware of how you feel. And if you're not positive and you're not in a state of love and joy and self-acceptance and happiness, then get there. Do something that will shift your vibration. Put on some good music. Dance. Laugh. Do what makes you feel good and beautiful. And the other thing is, you've got nice clothes. Put them on. You have nice jewelry. You know, wear the jewelry. Put it on. You've got it. Wear it. It will help you to feel abundant. Because when we feel abundant and prosperous, we are able to attract more. Okay, so that is, we're releasing past, releasing the past, releasing the future, staying present. Okay, so that is C-L-A-R-I. I'm trying to remember what that one was. Increase. Oh yeah, so that goes to the releasing. So we let go and then increase. We want to increase our vibration, raise our vibration. We want to be in a state of joy, happiness, love, because that's where we manifest. We want to be feeling wealthy, because if you feel poor, you attract more poverty. So you want to do something that makes you feel prosperous. Do your nails. I mean, you don't have to go and spend money on a manicure. Just do your nails. Make yourself feel pretty, feel abundant, feel prosperous. Wear something that makes you feel good. You know, if it's a special pair of earrings, a special pair of shoes, maybe boots that you have, but feel abundant and prosperous. There is some way that you feel rich. When you feel rich, you are much more able to attract more riches, more luxury, more of what you want. So that is increase. Increase the vibration. And then the next one is T. 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 Truth. Truth. What do you really want? What do you really want? So think about it. What do you want now? What are you looking for right now? What do you want to have in a year? Write that down, because if you write your goals down, they're achievable. Where would you like to be in a year? Where would you like to be in 5 years? Write those goals down, because if it's written down, you can refer to it, you can measure it. And then when you achieve it, pat yourself on the back, congratulate yourself. Yay, I did it, I did it. You've got to stop and congratulate yourself. So we're looking at increasing vibration. Congratulating yourself does raise your vibration up. And you got to stop that self-sabotage. Stop beating yourself up. Stop killing yourself with those negative thoughts. And I have plenty of articles out there on how to do that. And the last one, why? I'm talking about, you know, the the letter Y. Why? So the manifestation is all about you. What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your wishes? So we're kind of circling back around to the previous, but it's really important to get crystal clear on what your goals are. What are your dreams? What do you really want to have? So for me, if you want to know what I dream of having you with me on a retreat. Maybe Scotland, maybe it's Santorini. Come with me to Greece next year. Bask in the sunshine. Learn the Akashic Records. Channel a book with me in Greece. So I hope this helped. So we've got C, crystal clarity. You want to get crystal clear on what you want. L, love. Love you. Accept you. Be grateful for who you are. The higher vibration is found when we love ourselves. A, have awareness. How do I feel? What am I thinking? Be aware of what your thoughts are doing and keep them positive. And if you start to go and spin off in the negative direction, find gratitude, because gratitude will raise your vibration and get you moving back in a positive direction. And then the next one is R, releasing the past, releasing the future, staying present, letting go of the past trauma, the past unforgiveness, the hatred, releasing all the stuff that's negative that you don't want anymore. And unforgiveness is one of those biggies. Okay, and then the next one, increase your vibration, raise your vibration, dance, sing, find that joy, feel wealthy. T, what is the truth of what you want? What are your desires, your true desires? And why? It's all about you. Knowing you and what you really want, this is a big deal. A lot of people don't ask themselves enough questions. They're afraid to get to know themselves. And I remember I used to be afraid of myself. My biggest fear was of me. I didn't want anybody to know me because I hated myself, so I figured everybody else would too. And here's the truth. As we begin to love ourselves, we stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. So all of those health symptoms we talked about, they will all fade away. This clarity piece it's like dynamite. Poof, you're going to be doing great. So I'd love to hear comments below. What did you like about this video? Was it too long? Did it give you what you needed? Did it bring crystal clarity to you? Do you know how to manifest? So I'll talk more about that tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this. Share it with a friend. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah! See you tomorrow.